Hello, this is Keith Hall, and welcome back to another video tutorial using Excel 365. And today we're going to be speaking about using the average function in conjunction with the take function. So the whole purpose of this is to be able to grab the average salary out of this data range after we return results from the take function. So let's first build. This will be the ending formula that we're going to build, but let's first use the take function. The take function, if you don't know, it will return rows or columns from an array or which your data set that you select, and it returns the rows and columns from the start of your data set or from the ending. So let's start with rows here. The first argument is your data set. Well, we're gonna in this particular case, we're just gonna select one column. So I'm gonna Control Shift down. Let's see, Control Shift down arrow. Control backspace to bring you back up to the top. And then the second argument to the take function is how many rows do you want returned? Uh, uh, if you want the entire selection or your entire array to be returned, then all you have to do is just use the comma and then close it out and press enter. Now, the second argument to this takes function is required. So if you do not use the comma after the first argument, you will get this error. You've entered too few arguments for this function. So, but if you want to return just a set number of rows, in this particular case, you can specify a positive number. And that will return the first 5 rows in your data range or your array. If you want to select the last 5 rows in this case from your data range, then use a minus sign. And it will select the last 5 records from your array. As you can see here, 140 goes down to 155. Now, again, if you wanted to return multiple uh, uh, columns, then you would have to select uh, a different array that has multiple columns. So in other words, let's go over here. Select your array that has multiple columns. Let me do here. And then watch what happens. It just returns all those columns that you selected. But in this particular case, we're selecting the last 5 rows. However, if you wanted to select a set number of columns from an array, then specify the columns argument. Let's say it's 2. Positive number means that since my array started in the category column and moved over to the right, it's going to select a positive number for the columns argument means it's going to select from left to right. If you wanted the other direction, you specify a negative number. And that will, out of this range from column D, column G, it's going to select it from the right instead, which means the last 2 columns that you select. But anyways, let's get back to the last part of this is we want to grab the average uh, salary here. So we're going to go back to one column. and not enter an argument for the column argument. And let's surround this take function with the average function. So there you have it. So what this function did was it was gonna first it's gonna create an array of values from the take function. It's selecting the salary column as the array, and then it's going to select the last 5 rows from this array. And then once it gets those last 5 records, in this particular case, if I select all of them, it's going to create the average out of those 5 records. So as you can see down here in the status area, the average is equal to 152,340, and that matches with this formula that we just created. So hopefully this tutorial gave you a better idea how you can incorporate more functions with the take function. And again, thank you for stopping by. Please like and share this video, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye now.